Hey y'all, today we're going to make some buffalo chicken pasta and it sounds really good. I'm excited to try it, and I'm a big fan of blue cheese, and that's in it, and also the chicken and the hot sauce. So anyway, we're going to make this, put it together, try it, and see what we think. So to begin with, I have already browned up from a separate recipe that you may have already seen. I'm trying to get that where you're not having to look at it. Anyway, I browned up 4 chicken tenders so they would already be done. And now I'm going to add to it some onions and green pepper that I already had cut up that were frozen. So you can add as much as you want. I like a lot of onions and green pepper, so I'm putting a lot in there. Give that a stir around. I'm just letting my chicken cook a little bit longer, and I'm putting doing the onions and peppers in this pan and some more ingredients so that it can pick up all that really good flavor from where the chicken was browned. So anyway, we're going to let that just saute a little bit. I have my water. Let's see, I don't believe you can see it. My water right here that I'm going to put the pasta in, and so I do not see where the pasta's at. Just a minute. Here it is, I found it. I chose this bow tie pasta to use. You can use any kind you want to, but I felt like this would hold the perfect amount of flavor in the sauces that go in it and all. So that's why I chose that. But any kind of pasta you want, and I'm going to use about half of this box when I pour it into the water. I'm waiting on it to start bubbling so I can put it in there. Then the recipe also calls for wing sauce, which I do not have, but you can make your own wing sauce very simply, and that is take however much sauce you want to make. Say you want to make a cup of sauce, use half a cup of melted butter and half a cup of hot sauce. Just half and half, however much you want. There's just a little over half a cup of butter here, so I'm going to put a little over half a cup of hot sauce. And that will make our wing sauce. Just stir it up. And there you have it. So when it comes time, we have our wing sauce to go in our recipe. So the water is beginning to bubble. I'm going to put a little salt in the water. And I'm going to put, I know you can't see, maybe you can now. I'm going to put about half of this. Maybe just a little more. Yeah, I used a little more than half, but I just want there to be plenty of chicken in it, and so that's why I'm not using the whole box, though I didn't leave that much, but it's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and let that cook And when it's done, then we will come back and do the rest of the recipe. But, well, I'll tell you one thing I could be doing while I have you here and taking a little time is cutting the chicken. So when you cut your chicken, you want to do it in the size pieces you think would work for your meal. I don't want them too small, but I don't want them too big either. So I'm using I have several pairs of kitchen scissors, and this works great to cut the chicken up. So I'm just cutting that up, and that water is really boiling now. I better cut that down. This would be a real good tailgating recipe or party recipe, or just an entree, just like the other chicken recipe I made. It should be around the same time as this one. These are both real good, like a church dinner or a family reunion would be good. This is a more unique recipe. So as I said, just cut up the pieces as big or as small as what you want. Just make sure that your pieces are cooked. And when I cooked this chicken, I just put salt and pepper on it and cooked it in a little, I got that one a little big, a little olive oil. And so we have all the chicken cut up. The green peppers and onions have sauteed. They probably could go a little bit longer maybe. But this is it until the pasta has cooked. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, we're ready to put the buffalo chicken pasta dish together. So this is the bowl I'm going to put it in. The pasta cooked, and then I drained the hot water off and I ran cold water over it until it cooled it off completely, because if this is warm or hot, it will absorb your sauces and dressings and things that you put on it, and then your dish will be dry. So there is that cooked. And now next I'm going to put in the peppers, onions, and chicken that I had cooked. So we'll get that in. And just give it a little mix. And next we're going to add, this has started to get cold, but it's the butter and the hot sauce to make the buffalo dip. And if you like your hot sauce really hot, just put more of the buffalo dip in. Just do it however you and your family like it. And even after you make yours, if you see you should have added more hot sauce, well, you can go ahead and add it at any time. So there's that. And I will stir it around just a little bit. I may go back and add a little bit more to mine. My husband just is not a hot spicy food lover hardly at all, so I didn't want to get it too hot for him. But, you know, or you can just add it individually to your plate if you want to, if several different people in your house like it different ways. Then next, we're going to add 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And there's that. And I'm going to stir that around. And the mayonnaise helps cut the heat of the hot sauce. And then the last thing we're going to put is blue cheese dressing. If you're not a blue cheese dressing lover, you can add ranch dressing and it will be just fine. But you want to add about 1 cup to this. And something else that would be good, I did not get chunky, but if you got the chunky blue cheese or either added some blue cheese chunks into it, that would be really good. You could also cut up celery and put some of it in this. My family's not a raw celery eating family, so I just didn't put it. So this is it. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it looks delicious. I'm still thinking I might need to add a little bit more hot sauce, but I'm going to dish some up and we'll give it a try. Okay. All right. That has a lot of things going on in it. The hot sauce, the blue cheese, the onions and green peppers, it all works together really well. I think the amount of hot sauce would work good with my husband. I believe I would like it just a little bit more, so I'll sprinkle a little more on mine. This is really good. If you like hot chicken wings, I think that you would like this. And anyway, if you don't like the spicy hot, you can make this without the hot sauce and I think you'd still enjoy it. But this is our recipe for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you'll get a chance to make this. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.